Angeline. Let's talk about love. I wear this little ring because it helps me remember not to get too airy-fairy about this whole tarot thing, or to get too serious or too deep, because I'm not one of these people that actually believes life is meant to be taken that seriously. I feel like the more you can look on the bright side, the more everything goes better for you. And so it's easier to remember that everything's always working out for you if you're working with a deep subject like the tarot, and you have something fun like this to remind you to, don't get too bogged down in it. Okay, this is meant to be fun, and it's meant to stimulate some positive inspiration to help with life. Now, today we're going to talk about love and relationship. But the important thing to remember is that the only reason for relationship in this world is so that we have something to mirror against to improve ourselves. We have absolutely no control of anything that's outside of us. However, we are part of everything that's outside of us. So how does this make sense? There is no actual separation. If you get down just on a scientific level and you start to look at how matter is formed, and that we inhale oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide, that goes into the trees exhale the oxygen, we inhale the oxygen, we eat the plants from the ground, we create excrement and then die and decompose ourselves, and that fertilizes the ground, which grows food, which feeds us. Everything's cyclical. Everything in all of creation is cyclical, and that is the same for interpersonal relationships. People seem to be outside of us, but really they are us if you can accept that we're all part of a consciousness. So if you're encountering somebody that challenges you in some way, really what it is you're feeling challenged inside yourself, and that's something you need to work on. Because if you didn't see it in the mirror, if they weren't mirroring something to you that made you uncomfortable about yourself, then you wouldn't notice it. It wouldn't bother you. It wouldn't even, if somebody said, you notice how that person's so stubborn, you'd think, I don't know, I never noticed that person was stubborn like that. So when we do these love readings and we talk about masculine and feminine, you can go ahead and take this as some kind of advice that's being channeled about your actual physical relationship with another person. But remembering that we all contain the masculine and feminine, and other people really are there to reflect us back to ourselves so we can learn, you can take this reading as just being channeled about you. You are both the masculine and the feminine in the situation. Okay, so let's begin with the feminine. What is the energy of the feminine this week? She who nurtures. Empathy, gentleness, insight. The feminine in her body is feeling soft, is feeling receptive, she's so at peace with herself that she can take in the emotions of others and help them feel soft and comfortable. Empathy, insight. The masculine. The masculine is working on cycles. There could be some big cycles in the masculine's life that he's being challenged by. Sometimes people don't like to change. Sometimes people don't want to see a cycle all the way through. They want to jump from thing to thing. The masculine is focused on doing cycles. Now, these are divided in this way because the feminine energy is what's in our body, what we feel, the receptive energy. The masculine energy is in the head. It's forward moving, it's thinking, it's action oriented. And that's why women are the way they are and men are the way they are. This is the yin, the yang of interpersonal relationship. And you can have two females, for example, and one has a feminine energy and one has a masculine energy, and the same with males. And friendships are this way, parent-child relationships can be this way. So any person in this relationship that is the feminine and the masculine will have this energy, or these are the two sides of yourself that you're working with this week. Okay, so let's clarify that she who nurtures, she feels this in her body, and let's get a masculine energy for her. How is she taking action with this action with this with this feeling she has, this state of being, and it's support. She's showing support to others. And with the cycles, what is the masculine feeling? How is he perceiving this challenge, what am I trying to say? Going through these cycles. He doubts, fear, wariness, and trust. He's expressing doubts. All right, now let's find out what is the challenge. Well, I didn't even ask. I'm going to go ahead. If it needs to come out again, it will. What is the challenge that the female has with the male? What's the challenge? What challenge is the female feeling about the male? About the feminine feeling about the masculine? She's feeling the Four of Cups in reverse. Let's get another clarifier for that. Let's get 3. Okay. All right. She's feeling like something is preventing prosperity in the connection. Things from moving forward or coming to fruition, because people are not looking at cracks in the foundation of this union, because they're not taking time to be quiet. Maybe everybody's too busy. She's not too busy. She's actually in her gentle and receptive energy and being supportive. So she's looking at this hyper stressed out masculine in flux and thinking that he's not stopping and looking at the situation. He's not looking at the problems involved in these cycles that he's going through. Therefore, she doesn't think it's going to work out for him. She thinks it's going to be a mess. She thinks he needs to stop and think. Stop and just reflect. Okay, what problem does the masculine have with the feminine? He has a truth he wants to bring to her, but he's trying not to say harsh words that will be hurtful, because he actually what he wants to do is just let things be the way they are. Again, see, this is more of the energy of the cycles that he's going through and the doubts that he's having. He wants things to stay the same, stay stable. He wants to just be able to go to the fridge and get the same old foods and do the same things every day and feel stable. And so he's got some secrets that he really wants to tell, but he knows it's going to hurt her. He wants to tell her, just leave him alone. Just let me be as I am. Okay, so what is an energy that could, okay, I was going to say that could heal these two? Somebody needs to make an offer of love, bring forth an apology perhaps, or just express a conciliatory energy. Four of Wands. What could bring these two together is if they could figure out how to create a new beginning together. A new beginning, a new change. She is so supportive that she can, instead of telling him to, get it together and to look at these problems himself, she could actually take action with this supportive vibe that she's putting out. She wants to take action, being supportive. That's the mode she's in. So she could actually help in this situation in some way by offering even just an apology, even just some conciliatory sentiments that let him feel supported. All she has to do is say something that helps him know that she supports him. And this will help the cycle move forward. This will help the energies help him move into the new cycle. And they can be happily ever after. There will be balance. This Four of Wands is about balance and about, coming together harmoniously. It's actually it's a love card. Twin flame readers call this 1111 because of the 11 that appear in the card itself. It's a very nice energy. Yeah, and I think it's interesting too how the Page of Cups is looking at the problem. The Page of Cups wants to come to the problem. This apology needs to come to the masculine, and then the masculine can bring his cycles, which is the world. The world is the end of an enormous life cycle. That can come toward the feminine, and there will be harmony. I can't see that anything else needs to be clarified about this. It's pretty clear. If you're reading this as a one-person reading, feeling calm and supportive, knowing that you have to go through, take some action that's scary to move things forward in your life, you need to be gentle with yourself and talk nicely to your inner self. We tend to kind of get critical of our inner being, and there's no need for that. We have all the resources we need inside of us. We need to be supportive to ourselves, rest when we need to, exercise when we need to, but keep moving forward through these cycles. Don't be hard on ourselves. Don't say all these hard words. Look at the cracks in your foundation. It's not going to work out. Stop and think. Stop and you're not doing all the things you need to be doing. Don't talk to yourself that way. Instead, don't talk to yourself that way. On the masculine side here, it's saying, please stop talking to me this way. I want to tell you that I'm feeling scared. The hard words coming at me and the hard words that you're not saying, they hurt me. I'm scared. I want things to stay the same. Apologize to yourself. Say to yourself, look, I've been a little bit hard on you this week. I think we need to just take it slow. We're going to get through this. It's okay. One step at a time, one baby step at a time, one thing after another. You don't eat the whole cake at one time. You eat it a bite at a time. That's what this is. So offering that Page of Cups message to yourself will bring you to the end of the cycle you need to complete, and you will be successful. Isn't that good news? Wonderful. All right. Have a joyful day and have a great weekend.